Okay, so in the bottom plan, we're going to look at armbar from the mat. Just turn it. Okay, so I think the best way to get the armbar from mount position is the S mount armbar. We'll look at why hitting it traditionally the T mount armbar, there's too much elbow exposure and Glenn can pull his elbow to the mat. So say from our position, I need to get an open elbow. We can do this a number of different ways. I can underhook it, I can lean on his neck, and when he grabs with his right hand to grab my, here, pushing on it. Notice the way now, there's an open elbow and I can start to work that. I think the best way though is, just down to personal preference, is to hug the head. So from there I'm going to drop into the cross face position. Notice the way Glenn has his chin tucked. I'm going to recede my weight back and get my chin underneath his chin. And now I'm just going to sag forward. From here I will either get the top, or he will use his right hand to grab my shoulder. Probably make a cup on the shoulder, yeah. Notice the way now, when he cups my shoulder, he can pull back so there isn't that same connection. From that position, I just fill that space with my knee. Okay, but now I don't want Glenn moving his head this way and getting his elbow to the mat. So take it back a step. So from there, my right hand just goes on top of my left hand. So now from this position, if he tries to pull his elbow to the back, I've got head control. From here, I'm just going to go heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, and walk into an S mount position. I'm starting to bring my right heel towards my left knee. And once I'm there, I'm going to release and put two hands on the side of his jugular and engage my hip. Try to pull your elbow to the mat. Now I need to get his elbow in my belly. So I keep the right hand grip, the left comes through, and I just guide his right elbow into my belly. I can find my hip, and I'm going to lean towards his legs. I think the main problem with the T-mount variation of the armbar is, say I was in T-mount, technical mount this way, relax, just turn on the other side and turn this way, perfect. So say I'm in T-mount and I'm going for the armbar here. The problem is, with my right foot on the mat, I have to physically lift my hip high to get my left leg over. So say I'm here, as I do that, Glenn might pull his elbow to the mat and then I kind of lose the position, if that makes sense. So rather than lifting my hip, if we do it the S mount variation, I'm staying tight and connected the whole time. So I'm going to lead with the cross face, sag back, start getting my shoulder under his chin. He's already turned his head, and a reaction he can make is his right hand can cup my shoulder. The minute he does, my hand's posted, I just fill that space with my knee, and my right hand goes on top of my left hand. Let's look at getting to S mount. I just heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Now he's carrying my weight. All my weight is on him. Left hand cross face releases, and I just push his head, nearly trying to get his right ear on his right shoulder, and I engage my hip. Try to get your elbow back. Now my left hand comes through, finds my hip. Notice the way now in the S mount variation, I don't lift my hip, I lean towards his legs, my hip doesn't rise. Now I don't let go of his head with my right hand until I replace that with my left heel. Okay, once I'm here, just turn this way, bro. Yep. I don't like crossed feet. Okay, I prefer head control with my left foot, and I want my right heel in his far side hip. I'm going to get the crook of my arm around his arm, then I find the wrist, thumb up. A good arm bar is pressure. I need to get the top before my back hits the mat. So I need to put tension in that arm, so I'm pinching, and as I go for the arm bar, it's there. A poor arm bar, there's no tension in the arm and I'm pulling it all the way down. Just look at that again. So I can go for the cross face, I can drive forward to get that reaction. When he cups my shoulder, I slide forward. My left hand, I put my right hand on the top, and then I walk forward and I go heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, trying to bring my right heel towards my left knee. Now I don't want his elbow getting back, so I just push and engage my hip, and then my hand comes inside, and as I bring the crook of my arm towards his arm, look, I'm smearing his elbow into my belly, and I grab my thigh. Now I lean, so my hip isn't raised, I replace my right hand with my left foot, and now from there, the hand that had the neck finds the wrist. From that position, I can lean back, and we have the armbar. Let's talk about if he keeps his right elbow tucked, his left elbow tucked. This one, and I can't get into S-mount. We have a couple of variations, we can play around with them. So from here I hug the head, I drive through, he makes the reaction that I'm looking, I slide this forward, I pull his head in. Sometimes from there that elbow's tucked, I might have to pluck the elbow, if that makes sense. So I pull it up, and then I can move into the position, find this, come through, and in. Or if he's really persistent on keeping this tucked, let's take a look at that. So a cross face, I drive forward, he cups my shoulder, I slide up, I make my grips. Let's just say he keeps this tucked. I'm trying to walk heel toe, heel toe. Maybe I go to pluck it and I can't. I've got the one arm in, one arm out scenario. Mounted triangle is there. So I just bring that over his neck, find my shin, put my head on the mat. From there, I lock the triangle, hands on the mat, and then I trace a semicircle with my feet to get the top. So, a few options there from our armbar from the mount.